Hi, welcome to a new video. Today the theme is transformations of the graph. The transformations are the graphs of the linear, quadratic, cubic, and polynomial functions. But what is a transformation? A transformation is to have something like this and turn to something like this. Now you wonder how we get it. Simple. To start, we have some important rules that will help you to graph easily. First, you need to know the value of x. When you have x, your graph always will be like this. Then, when you have x squared, your graph always will be like this. Then, when you have x cubed, your graph will be like this. Finally, when you have root of x, your graph will be like this. So, when we have all these, we will call these our library function graphs. Now we have an example and we will gonna graph this. This is the result, but how we get it? We will see it step by step. First, we know that our graph is quadratic, so the first step is to make a boceto to help us to guide. Second, you need to know how much steps you have to make at the left, right, up or down. So, first, when you have a number plus or less but without x, that means that step is gonna move up or down. Here we have a plus 3, so that means we move 3 steps up. Like in this exercise, plus means up and less means down, so remember the signs. Now, the other kind of movement is when the number is with the x. Here, we have to move to the left or to the right. But here is something different. When you have a plus, means that you're gonna move to the left, and when you have a less, that means you have to move to the right. So it's the contrary of the signs. So you need to be careful with this, because that could confuse you. Now we have a complete example with the two kinds of movements. First, we make our boceto to guide us. Then we see what are our points and write there to guide us. We see here that there are 3 steps down and 4 to the left. Finally, we can graph this function, and the graph is this. Here we have a special case. There are other rules and its design. When the sign less is in the beginning of the function, there are two possibilities. The first one, when the sign less is alone, the reflection of the graph will be like a lake. And when the sign less is in parentheses, the reflection will be like a mirror. So, in this example, our quadratic function is going to reflect like a lake. Here, with other examples, I already have a boceto. So, in the first one, we see that it's a cubic function. We have 2 steps to the left and 4 down. In the second, we have a quadratic function, and we have 8 steps to the right and 3 up. Now, we have other example of other kinds of graphs. First is the cubic square root of x, and its graph is like this. The others are like special cases, and they're called even and odd functions, and their graphs look like this. When you have numbers like 1, 3, or 5, this is the odd graph. When you have 2, 4, or 6, this is the even graph. I hope this video has served you. Look and thank you.